As soon as a boy brings his mother into the house, his wife angrily says, "Why did you bring her here?" Henry angrily says, "I brought my mother back. I'm asking you, why did you get my mother's village house sold and not let her live there and put her in an old age home?" Haley replies, "I thought the money from selling that house would come to us, and she would live in the old age home where she would get good facilities." Henry angrily says, "Then send your own mother to the old age home. Why is she getting food and living facilities here?" Haley's mother angrily says, "What nonsense are you talking? Why should I live in such a place?" Henry angrily says, "Then how will my mother live there? If you can't live there, then..." Haley angrily says, "My mother will live here. You send your mother there." Henry angrily says, "I don't want to argue with you. Tell me this. Why didn't you give me the money from selling my mother's house, you cheap girl?" Haley angrily says, "If I had given you the money, you would have given it to your mother and she would have spent it like that. I bought a car with it." Henry angrily says, "Why did you buy a car with my mother's money?" Haley angrily says, "Whatever happened was absolutely right." The old woman angrily says, "Whatever my daughter did was right. Stop your nonsense." Henry angrily says, "You people got my mother's house sold and sent her to an old age home and even threw her out from here. How cheap you people are. I'm telling you right now, return my mother's money to her and apologize to her. Otherwise, it won't be good. You will regret it later." Haley angrily says, "Are you threatening us? We are not afraid of you. Do whatever you want." The old woman angrily says, "There is no possibility of apologizing to her." Henry angrily says, "Give the money and apologize. Otherwise, it won't be good." Haley angrily says, "I will not give the money." Henry angrily says, "Get up immediately and apologize." Haley angrily says, "This old woman is not worthy of being apologized to." Henry angrily slaps her. Haley angrily says, "You cheap man, you hit me. How dare you?" The old woman angrily says, "How dare you raise your hand on my daughter?" Henry angrily says, "Shut up. If I forget all restraint, it won't be good for you people." Haley angrily says, "If you raise your hand on me again, I will divorce you. Otherwise, never raise your hand again." The old woman angrily says, "My daughter will divorce you if you do this again." Henry, extremely angry, says, "If you people are so fond of divorce, then go. I don't want to live with your daughter either. I divorce her. Take your daughter and get out of my house. Never be seen here again. Otherwise, it won't be good." The old woman angrily says, "You were supposed to transfer this house in my daughter's name. Why haven't you done it yet? Give the house to my daughter and get out of here." Haley angrily says, "My mother is right. Transfer this house in my name and get out of our house. Otherwise, it won't be good." Henry, extremely angry, says, "I haven't transferred this house in your name yet, so you people get out of here. My mother and I will live in this house." Haley, extremely angry, says, "You cheap man, you can't go back on your words. You yourself said you would transfer the house in my name. Why are you going back on your word now? Give me the house immediately." Henry, in extreme anger, says, "You cheap girl, get out of here. There is no house for you. This house is mine, and my mother and I will live in it. No one else will live in this house, so get out of my house and never be seen again." And Henry, addressing his viewers, says, "Never keep a relationship with a girl who does not respect your parents, because such a girl can never keep you happy. A girl who cannot respect your parents cannot respect you either." How did you like our story? Do share your valuable opinions. Thank you.